Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, or any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contribution. Please, each time you watch my video, go to the comment section and put down your comments. That is where we learn from each other. We learn a lot from the comment section. I don't speak alone. I am speaking with you. You can equally contribute. You can criticize if you so desire, but do it constructively so that we can learn from one another. That is why we're here. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, you have to say what is happening in your own area. Whatever happens, if you see something, say something. Don't be silent. We cannot allow the conventional media to continue to change the narrative. We cannot allow the conventional media to continue to play down the situation. We will continue to bring the situation the way it is and say it straight the way it is without hating anybody. We are not preaching hate speech. We are not talking down anybody. We say live and let live. And for those who say we will not live, just like the Fulani Janjaweed have said, they will not live either.
Again, the purpose of this event is to try to make sure that the Congress of the United States, the administration of this country, our friends and allies around the world, and not least, of course, people of goodwill in this country and elsewhere, are on notice that Nigeria is at risk of disastrous collapse, that the forces that we've just been talking about are in the process of taking down a country that is the most populous in Africa, with horrific implications, not just for the immediate vicinity, the Lake Chad region as it's known, but for that continent and almost certainly others beyond. Congressman Wolf mentioned Bono, talking about a catastrophe that would make what has happened to Europe in the past few years, as a relatively small number of people migrated there with unbelievably chaotic consequences, look like a day at the beach by comparison. We're on notice. And the question is, do we have to wait until this horror is upon us before something is done about it? Or do we take steps now to try to prevent that? And I don't think any of us is saying that this is a panacea. But the appointment of the appropriate individual with the requisite authority, just wanted to underscore what Congressman Wolf said about having the President of the United States essentially personally empowering Senator Danforth to lead the effort on behalf of our country to alleviate that situation. That has to be done again, and it has to be an empowering of a person with the stature and the capabilities needed to do two really vital things. One is to pull together the government agencies that have responsibility for pieces of a problem like Nigeria. The Defense Department, as well as, of course, the State Department, USAID, the UN mission of the United States, the National Security Council, and others, to come together with a common, appropriate, and much needed policy approach. And then secondly, at least as important, to be able authoritatively to represent what that approach is to the government of Nigeria. So they know who they're dealing with. They know that this is, in fact, the policy, and they can't go, looking for people who will provide some sort of alternative that might not require as much of it. So it's those two vitally important things that have to be done. And on behalf of, again, the Save the Persecuted Christians Coalition and team, I just want to say I think this is a moment of truth, a moment when we will find a difference being made by an administration that is about making a difference on behalf of religious freedom and those who are being denied it around the world. Let me just take a moment to say, as bad as this situation is, it is just one of the areas in the world in which particularly Christians are suffering. By some estimates, it's as small a number as 215 million Christians being brutally persecuted. By others, it's as high as 500,000. Excuse me, 500 million. This is on our watch. It is unconscionable. It must be challenged, contested, and if possible, stopped. And that's what this coalition is about. And I pray that we will be able, with the help of people like Congressman Estes, Congressman Wolf, and the Archbishop, and our coalition, and countless others, to see this problem sorted by the appointment at the earliest possible moment, preferably by the end of this year, because these elections are approaching, of an individual with the requisite authority of the President of the United States and the assignment of making both the U.S. government policy coherent and clear and effective, and communicating that, again, authoritatively to the government of Nigeria, who in the end is ultimately responsible for preventing this catastrophe.
wonande dattingol dattimɓe ɓe leydi meɗen ndi e wakili e moɗon ɗum woni français sakiraɓe muɗum leydi mali e ko taako lemmude e leydi mali fuu ko jeeya e leyɗe alsilami en e ley aaƴale ceertuɗe koɓe mbiɓe gaɗan nanno herali fa hande ana ɓangana yimɓe ɓe ñalande fenagol ko faransi wardi ko kañi e oñagol koɓe kaali ko ɗum woni warde so itta mo jahidina en tan ɗum woni koɓe kaali nanno e warde fa mali reeno herali ana ɓangana yimɓe mali reenaki e majjum wona harataka lemme e mali wa hitande jeɗɗo ɓerde hikka jihaadi ana heddi gaawe muɗum ana tonta ana dari jihaadi ana heddi maadi muɗum ana wi dow ana toowi feede e kammo e heewgol maɓɓe marsi maɓɓe fuu e mawnugol tampere maɓɓe e bala'uji kemɗiɓe ley mali ɗo nanno guettoje ngoodani Allah joom leydi e sakiraaɓe amin alsilamaku funnangeji leydi e hirnangeji muɗum ƴeewe faransi e wakili e muɗum e jama muɗum jayɓe bandum ende garno e ley ndiɗo leydi laaɓirnode alsilamaku ɓe jikki hewtude leydi ndi e jaalade leydi ndi fa yimɓe ɓe kewta koɗe muɗum en keddo e wi maɓɓe o ɓe miili ɗum fi newiɗo ɓe miili wolde nde du yo yiilande wotere tan wolde nde haaɗa ɗon so Allah iwri ɓe ɗo ɓe gikkali ɓe miilali Allah werri e ɓerɗe maɓɓe kulol Allah salliti e maɓɓe jiyaɓe muɗum wi'eteɓe mo jahidina ɓen ɗon mbayliti miiloji maɓɓe ɗi fuu yo koyɗi ɓen ɗon mbayliti yalayeji maɓɓe ɗi fuu e dow maɓɓe laatina walla koɓe jeli ko fuu helte dow hoore maɓɓe haqiqa ni laataniki sakiraɓe meɗen alsilami en e ley ndiɗo leydi laaɓirde alsilamaku yirrande mun en sendude e ley faabagol walde maɓɓe laatinde walde jihaadi.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We'll kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.